What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I told you I'm going to keep uploading, and I'm going to keep doing it. Today we have a Countess game for you. I don't know if I've ever uploaded a Countess game on the YouTube channel, but she is actually my most played character, which I feel like it makes sense, but also I feel like I don't play her enough for her to be my most played character. At least I don't do it on stream enough or in YouTube, obviously. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's a pretty normal Countess game. Play Countess mid because I don't see a lot of people play her mid anymore. She's mainly an offlaner these days. So have a Countess mid game. One thing I do want to talk about though is I would very much appreciate it if we could get to 1,000 subs, because we're kind of at around 800 right now, and the last video did really well, and a lot of people are subbing to the channel, and it means a lot, and I was like, hey, let's make a goal. So I would very much love if we could hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. That would be like a huge accomplishment for me, but you know, you can obviously watch the video first, and if you like the content, maybe you'll sub after anyway. Who knows? But let's get straight into it. Thank you guys for being here, and enjoy the video. Hello. I'm gaming on the Countess today in the mid lane. Welcome back to everybody that is tuning into this video. I appreciate you being here. We're up against a Wraith. There's a Skylar and a Zarus and a Muriel and a Crunch on the enemy team, and on my team we got a Boris, we got a Sevarog, we got a Decker, we got a Murdoch, but I'm on the Countess. And there's a reason I wanted to play Countess mid is because I feel like I haven't seen, even in high elo, bro, even people that like play Countess and are good at Countess, I feel like I don't see enough people playing Countess mid when I think this character is just so good right now. And it really confuses me as to why people aren't picking it. I'm going to be going Lifebinder first. I think this item is just really fucking good right now, and I'm willing to bet money on it. So I'm going to be trying it out. I'm going to be trying out the Lifebinder first. Going to figure out what the build is. It's probably Lifebinder, Noxia, Overseer or something like that, but we're going to see. I'm going to start with my spin first because we probably won't be able to do enough damage to this Wraith early anyway, so we're going to go for the sustain. We're going to dance around the wave. We don't want to get poked up too hard. We're only going to walk up when there's a last hit to get. So the Wraith doesn't have a lot of time to get any poke onto us, so we can stay pretty high HP. And if he does, we have our spin to heal up. I'm just going to dance a little bit and do a little jiggy, a little wiggling at the Wraith. He's not wiggling back. Unfortunate. But it's a little bit of a scaling, you know, early game, you're kind of waiting for level 3 to really do anything in mid lane. I can kind of walk up now if the Wraith lets me, but he's probably just going to play from range and not let me walk up and poke him. So we're just going to chill. Once we have our TP, we can really do damage to this guy. I'm going to do a little bit of a little trade there. We just want to hit the 2 abilities and walk away. It doesn't matter if we get poked a little bit here because we have the spin to heal us back up. We get a good amount of health there. My Boris is jumping in on the Wraith. I'm not really able to help. I would like to just get my wave and potentially not share the XP with the Boris, but we do a couple spins here and there, get our level 3, and now is when we can really start playing the game on this Wraith. My Wraith sees the Boris behind him. He's just going to back up. I mean, and makes the lane a lot easier for me to play. The Zarus is probably on this too, but I think I can fight him if he is. He's not. Where is the Zarus? I actually don't know where the Zarus went. I think he's in our blue side because I saw him gank the duo lane. Yep, there he is right on cue behind our duo. I'm going to roam over to this, actually. I have a timer since I pushed the Wraith in, and I think there's very much a fight for me to play here. I'm going to dance a little bit, wait for my cooldowns. Don't know if there's anything more I can do here. Probably not. Unfortunately, I was on a ward, so they were able to see me. I'm able to get that green buff. I have to keep walking forward towards this Wraith. He doesn't have snipe because he used it on the buff. We end up losing our flash, but it's not the worst scenario. And if this Wraith drops, he definitely doesn't get this buff. I'm going to Q onto the Zarus to get my passive proc, to get my spin. I do not have flash, but the Zarus doesn't use his in time, and my auto kills him. Okay, huge. Thank you, Zarus. Thank you for not flashing in time. I appreciate that. That's huge out of you. I have a blue buff. I might dive this guy. Thoughts? I'm thinking good thoughts about this team. Able to get the damage proc onto him there. We drop the tower aggro with our Q, meaning that we can hit the spin on him again. Do I die to the tower? I don't die to the tower. Oh my god. I actually didn't know that that still worked, I'm gonna be honest, since Countess Q got changed in, what was it, 1.4, 1.5? But the Q does, when you use the teleport, it does drop aggro from the tower. So I was able to hit him with 2 abilities and then use the teleport to drop aggro, which did get my Decker killed, unfortunately. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. I don't think the Wraith actually got the kill. My Decker executed, so it seems like a pretty good outcome to me. And now we're in a really good spot, being 2-0 in this lane against the Wraith. And I think one of the best matchups into Wraith is the Countess, just due to the ability to get onto the Wraith here with our TP and just walking him down. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We got one more spin. We want to get him as low as possible. I'm going to use that to get my cooldowns back, proc my passive, and then I can teleport out of there. Something that I don't really see people playing around on Countess, and something that I think is maybe the most disgusting part of her kit, is the fact that when you hit 2 abilities on somebody, you get a % cooldown reduction on your abilities that are on cooldown. So anytime that you proc her passive, which is just hit 2 abilities on something, on a character, it obviously does the % max HP true damage burn that everybody knows and complains about, and this is one of the reasons that she's so good in offlane. But it also reduces your cooldowns by a significant amount. So if we play to get a couple rotations, then it's huge for us. And I think I'm going to go for the same play again. We drop the aggro again. My spin is low on cooldown just because of using... I used my wave and my spin in that order. Or, like, instead of, you know, my spin and my TP. Because it would mean that I would get the cooldown reduction on the spin, which is what I would need to get the kill onto the Wraith. Because I need another ability. It's really weird. It's a lot of thinking to do, but, like... If you can actually think about what abilities that you want to come back up, it's a little bit like how you play Crunch, where you think about what ability you want to like be the 3rd ability or to come off cooldown earliest. It's a little bit like that, but it is really, really good if you are able to play around that and the cooldown reduction. I'm going to do something a little bit silly here, and I'm going to TP in and just get these. I don't care. I don't care, Wraith. I don't respect you. I've got Lifebinder. You can't hurt me. Something I want to talk about real quick is actually I might have spread some false information on last video where I talked about single target abilities as lifesteal. Hold on. I'm going to get my passive onto the Zarus. Place my TP before I get rewound. I have the movement speed. I can get another spin onto the Wraith, proc my passive on him just to get some good damage. Another thing is that your ult does significantly more damage if you hit somebody with your passive first. So if they're bleeding from the max health true damage, then your ult will do significantly more damage to them. This Wraith cannot do enough damage to poke us out of lane yet. The only issue right now is maybe mana. A lot of people go the other Mage Crest on Countess. I like this one because it gives me access to Time Flux, which if you get really good at using on Countess, has a lot of interactions. So we get a little bit more mana sustain from this crest because the other Mage Crest gives you health when you kill minions. This one gives you mana when you kill minions or hit abilities. So we have a little bit more sustain, but in order to really make sure that we have enough mana sustain, we're going to buy that Divine Potion, and then we're going to be opting into Noxia. And this gives us a lot of haste. Countess's whole thing, as I've been playing around, is hit 2 abilities, you get a bunch of cooldown reduction, you get a bunch of extra damage, the max HP true damage. So Noxia synergizes pretty damn well by giving us more abilities with, 20 flat haste on the item, which is, the highest amount of haste you can get on a single item, at least in mid lane. But also that passive where when we hit 2 abilities, we do a significant chunk of damage. I'm going to be looking for the Crunch here because I think he's the threat to me. We're going to get that ult onto him, and then we have our passive reset so I can teleport back in, hit both with my spin. I have flash to get onto this Wraith, and I think I want to get onto him. My pass is burning, TP onto him, get the spin, and there he goes. We get a cheeky little double kill. We're 6-0. We're kind of a menace right now. I'm going to help my Sev push in his wave. He might hate me for this, but he can stack that whole thing if he wanted, but apparently he doesn't. He was very low mana, so I think it was the correct decision for me to help him push that wave anyway.
That's mine.
Just, you know, so he's able to reset a little bit quicker, isn't going to be as susceptible to a gank. But yeah, I mean, just Lifebinder plus Noxia, that's 35 haste. We have a little bit of haste on our crest as well. And we're going to, like, if we get our passive going, we're going to have tons of fucking abilities with this character. And I think it's really difficult for them to kill me. I'm going to TP onto this guy to have my first ability. TP in, hit the spin. The Muriel ults, I think that's going to be it. As much as I would like to play, I need my ability here. Decker's able to get that kill with the stun ball. Unfortunately, what didn't go to me. It's the first kill on my team that isn't mine. I'm a little fed. I'm 6-0-1. We only have 7 kills. It could have been 7-0. Could have been the Wangle show this game, but no. My ult is up in 7. If I can dance for the next couple seconds, I can maybe make something happen, but the Muriel's still here, so I don't really want to risk it. We might back and reset here because we do have Time Flux online, and there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with Time Flux, mainly with her teleport, with her Q. There's a couple funny interactions that I didn't even know worked until recently. The main one is what I've learned is if before you press Time Flux and you press your TP, and then your Time Flux runs out and your TP is still out in the world, and then you teleport back to the TP. So if I was to press Time Flux like right now, and then throw my teleport out and not teleport to it, when I get rewound back and then I teleport to my shadow, I will have another shadow already ready for me to throw out and teleport to. So you can kind of have this weird moment where you have 2 TPs going with Time Flux, whereas before it used to be you had to teleport back for it to give you your teleport a second time. It's a little, very confusing interaction, but we might look to Time Flux here. I'm going to Time Flux onto the Skylar. It's going to draw their team to me, and then I'm going to get drawn back around. We're going to do a lot of damage to him. Not able to get our passive going. I have teleport in 1, but I don't think I'm able to get into that tower and kill anything, as much as I would have liked to there. But we got a lot of damage onto the Skylar, meaning she couldn't play, and then we turned onto the Muriel. We were able to kill her, and it's like just having 2 rotations of my entire kit in such a short amount of cooldown is so strong on Countess. There's a bunch of silly teleport plays I'm going to try and see if I can show you. There wasn't a great opportunity there because I had to TP onto the Skylar in the first place, but, you know, I'll keep my mind open for it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that not as many people... I understand how good Countess is in offlane, and that's why everyone's kind of playing Countess offlane right now, but I do think this character is actually really good in mid, and I'm just surprised that I don't see people playing it as much. I'm going to get rewound out. I'm going to TP back over here. I placed my TP before the Wraith Rewind went off, and now they're not able to catch me because they were going for where I was rewound to. And I might look at this Muriel here. What are you doing? I'm going to kite the crunch a little bit because I don't have enough abilities. TP over back onto the Muriel. She's going to ult out. I have no mana. I'm just out of there. They're so confused as to where I'm going, bro. Oh, it's so good. The amount of outplay potential that this teleport has is so insane. The reason I ulted the Muriel there was partially because of the healing that it gives me on my ult. The ult gives quite a good amount of healing, so wanted to sustain a little bit. I was trying to see if I could kill her, but I was a little bit low on mana. The other reason that I really like Time Flux as well is because when you use Time Flux, when you get rewound, you gain back 20% of your missing mana. So even in those fights that you're using a lot of abilities because you have a lot of haste with this build, you're able to get a significant amount of your mana built back pretty easily just by using Time Flux. So it helps out in that regard as well. It means that you don't really have to build a mana item for this build. As long as you're smart about it and you're getting river buffs early. Fangtoot's not up. I do have Time Flux. My ult's up in 22. My ult's my main ability that I can use to make plays due to it being a point-and-click CC. That Muriel is resetting. Is anyone else doing anything in this lane? Not really. I'm going to get my movement speed. I'm going to walk away. I'm a little bit low, but I can definitely heal. There's an Orb Prime fight going on the other side of the map. I'm going to have to TP over to that. My Decker is there. I'm going to do a little spin on the wave to heal up first. Get a little, pretty significant amount of healing, actually. Holy shit. That Wraith knows that I wanted to look for him, so I'm instead going to look for this Zarus that's looking at my Decker. We get crunched to time to dash out, sorry. I used my Time Flux, maybe a little bit of a waste, but it threatened him. There was a world that I was going to go on him, but I don't think we ever kill him. It just threatens him to go back, dash out. You don't want none of that smoke, to be honest. For you older gentlemen and ladies out there, that's he didn't want to mess with me. You're welcome for the translation. I understand. I'm 22. I might have a little bit of lingo. Might be a little bit cooked for some of you. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to be rude. But we're going to reset here. We are going to get our Overseer online, and that's going to be such a large amount of healing. 7% magical lifesteal. We have 5% of it already, so it's not going to be a huge jump there, but our ult's going to do 15% more damage and heal us for 25% of the damage dealt to heroes. So our ult, when you think about it, when you look at it, our ult heals 100% of the damage dealt. The damage dealt goes up by 15%. So it's healing for basically 115% of what it does now. Okay, so it only works when you have your passive applied, so you have to make sure to do that. But when you do have your passive applied, your ult heals you for 100% of the damage dealt, okay, which turns into 115% because this does 15% more damage. And it heals you for 25% of, I think, the 115% damage, which I'm a math guy, but the math is escaping me right now. What's not escaping me is this duo lane. Time to roam onto the duo lane and get some kills. I have my ult up this time. I don't care about last time. I don't care that you maybe did some damage. Oh, I missed. Oh, I suck. I maybe have a lack of hands. Don't ask me what that was. I missed my teleport onto the Skylar. That would have been really good if I'd hit the Skylar with my teleport. I have to reset here just because that Skylar probably has Vank. It doesn't, actually. But I very much messed up what I wanted to do there. If I get a little bit of health back here, I can maybe make a play, but they have a Wraith Ward, so I'm probably not going to be able to. I'm going to head back mid, get me this river buff. We're just going to take our losses, ignore that ever happened. I kind of panic used my ult there, unfortunately. Definitely shouldn't have ulted where I ulted because it got canceled by the Wraith Rewind. I don't think these guys have enough damage to kill me right here, but they're probably going to look to try. We're out of there. The Zarus wanted me. It's whatever. I really wanted that river buff, but yeah, I messed up that fight by ulting where I did because it got canceled. And also just very much being confused about... If I had gotten my teleport onto the Skylar mid-air, if that had done damage, it would have procced my passive, and I would have ulted her out of the air to cancel her fly, which was what I was going for. But unfortunately, 'twas not to be had. What is to be had is lots of kills here. I really want to look at this Muriel first. We got the Muriel 1 HP. The Skylar is flying away. I think I just turn onto the Zarus here. We TP in. We want to kite out a little bit. We're getting our abilities back.
I will not last much longer.
Waiting for my TP back up. Nobody died, which is maybe the most surprising thing to come out of that.
Oh, I feel unwell.
I'm going to use my time flux here. TP on the Muriel. We're going to be really low because of the tower, but I think I can heal off this wave and then dive this Skylar.
I will not last much longer.
Holy! Get just enough HP back to tank that tower shot. Oh my god, what are we doing to him? Finally get that Skylar down. She's been evading me for so long. She was 0-0-0, so she wasn't exactly fed. She didn't have a shutdown, but she was playing very well at getting away from what I wanted to do to her.
What did I miss?
Which was suck her blood, obviously.
Pretty.
Considering I'm Countess.
The feast
My
is
Seb's
ready.
mid, took the T2 mid. We're 9-0-2. We're kind of slaying in this lobby right now. Countess, if you guys couldn't tell, is my most played character, and something that I wish I played more. Or just, I don't know. Every time I bust her out, she's just like the most fun character in the game to me. I'm a little bit of a fake mid lane, though. Or a fake mid main, though, because Countess is my #1, and then I think Richter's my #2, and Grux is my #3 most played characters. So for a comp mid laner, those aren't exactly the top characters you hope to be seeing on your mid laners are made of city. So don't ask why Grux is #3. I have a little bit of a brain worm. We're going to walk over towards this right side. We found the Zarus. I don't know if he saw me. He did. Muriel's going to insta-ult. We dodged the Muriel knockup. And we're just going to keep banging on this Zarus. The Zarus goes down. The Muriel not quite able to get the TP up. We have our TP. We don't have enough damage to get through her shields, though, as the Wraith rewinds us out. I don't know why the Muriel stayed, though. I'm a little bit confused on that one. I'll take the kill. I'll take the donation. We are doing a lot of damage. We just weren't quite able to burst that Muriel. The Zarus is level 10. He's 1-7. He is not enjoying this game one bit. I believed. I wanted to see it. I was so ready. I'm back to full HP. What is this? Okay, maybe this build's broken. I haven't actually played this build. I'm not going to lie. I've been toying around with what the first item should be and what the correct first item is. I tried out, like, Tainted Scepter first for a while with the potion. But when I really sat and thought about it, the thing that I wanted to correct is, okay, I'm getting too distracted. I have to commentate about the fight that's going on. The Zarus ults in. We are able to get it. I'm going to go into this crunch. I want to make him fall because he's definitely someone that can lock me down. We get the kill on the crunch. We get the kill on the Zarus. We get the orb. That should be GG if we can close this game out here. I'm going to get Wraith Leggings as well just because I want to one-shot people harder, especially with that Muriel, making them pretty damn tanky. But what I was going to say, the thing that I spread false information about is I said last video on my Morigesh game that magical lifesteal is reduced by 2/3 of its amount if it's an AoE ability that is being used. So how it used to work was if an ability was single target, it would heal for the full amount of magical lifesteal you had built. But if an ability was AoE, it would heal for 1/3 of the magical lifesteal you had built. In patch 1.4, 1.5, one of those two, I'm going to be honest, those patches are a little bit jumbled together in my mind. In one of those patches, they changed it. So AoE abilities benefit fully from magical lifesteal. So they heal a lot more when you build magical lifesteal, which is why I thought Lifebinder Countess, they can't really poke me out of mid lane if I just build Lifebinder first and I play to heal with my spin. Even with the recent nerf that they just did, I don't think it's enough. We missed kind of everything, but we're still able to get them down. I'm going to be ulting this Wraith here to lock him in place. He's going to flash out. We're not able to catch him just because of his movement speed. Oh, shit! That did a lot of damage. I want to spin through this wave, and we're back to full HP. And I think this should be GG when we get this wave in. I don't think they have enough damage to actually clear this. I would like to... I want to fight more. I want to get more kills. There goes the Skylar. We're a little bit low. Owie. Use my health potion. This Wraith could kill me in a snipe if he has something, but I think we'll be fine. My Decker might die here, actually. Okay, we've healed a very significant portion of my HP bar back. And there goes the Zars. That guy, I don't think, had fun this game. I'm sorry, Mr. Xeris. We're going to farm a little bit of damage here right at the end of the game. That is going to be a GG. 25-2. Pretty hard stomping in the mid lane. I'm going to try and play some more roles in the next couple videos, but I don't know. I was feeling a Countess kick tonight. I don't know what it was. I do think that she's very good in mid lane. Obviously, she's pretty cringe in the off lane right now. And she's solid in jungle, but I haven't seen a lot of Countess mid, and so I wanted to come in here and show what I would build to play Countess mid, what type of things I would do. Very much a roam-heavy play style. You want to play off of your ult cooldown. You want to play for that healing in the mid. And Time Flux Band, if you can get good at it, very, very good crest. Would recommend. Otherwise, Soul Bearer, also really good. A lot easier to use. Gives you 20% bonus magical lifesteal, so you're just healing way more than you even should need to, but you'll probably be full health. You'll probably be full healed anytime that you ult a low health squishy. It's really funny, really silly. But that is going to be it for the video. We did a solid 36k damage. Thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate you. Make sure to like, sub, comments, all that stuff helps out a lot. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.